Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you for your attention and service. Today I stand before you not only to speak for the people, but also the principles of safety, justice, and accountability. We are here because an individual made a deliberate and destructive choice to set fire. Fire that could have and nearly did destroy more than just property. It could have taken many lives. Arson is not a new crime. In fact, it dates back centuries to ancient Rome and medieval England, where burning down another's home or crops was seen not only as a crime against property, but a serious offense against society itself. The threat it posed to communities with tightly packed wooden buildings and limited firefighting resources was catastrophic. And even in today's modern world, with fire departments and insurance companies, education about arson still wreaks havoc financially, emotionally, and physically on more people than you realize. Why is arson a crime? Because fire, once set, does not discriminate. It spreads without bias or mercy. Arson is not an accident. It is intentional destruction. It is intentional to destroy somebody's property. It is a disregard for life and law. This crime endangers not only buildings and homes, but also the brave first responders who put their lives on the line rushing toward the flames, and the innocent people who live and work nearby. The punishment for arson must reflect its seriousness. It's not just about the burned walls and scorched earth. It's about deterring others from thinking fire is a weapon they can wield without consequences. In our state, arson is punished with years in prison, and rightfully so. Because when someone chooses to start a fire, they choose to risk lives, livelihoods, and everybody else around them. And with that choice must come accountability. We ask you to return a verdict that holds the defendant responsible. Justice is not vengeance. It is the community's voice saying, we will not tolerate this. Today you speak for that community. Arson is far more than the reckless act of setting a fire. It is violent, it is calculated, and it is planned. A crime that threatens lives, destroys livelihoods, and shakes the foundations of our communities. Its historical roots show a consistent societal condemnation for the deliberate destruction of property by fire, and that condemnation continues today for good reason. Arson undermines public safety and demands an appropriate response to the criminal justice system. As prosecutors, we do not seek vengeance, we seek justice. This person needs to be held accountable, they need to serve their time, and they need to realize that arson is a very, very serious crime. Justice for the families left homeless, for the business owners devastated by loss, and for the innocent bystanders who could have lost their lives. The punishment for arson must reflect the severity of the act and serve as both a deterrent and a message that society will not tolerate such disregard for life and property. Let your verdict stand as a firm reminder that actions have consequences, and the law will protect those who cannot protect themselves from senseless and destructive crimes. Thank you.